record. It's the 8th of May. This is Rabbi Furst, Pierke, Avos.
As we mentioned, this is Rabbi Stone. First here, she was someone now. She here in Yerushalayim care of Zoom. Our first year this morning, Pierke Avos. We're in the 6th parak, in the 4th brisa. We're learning Derech Chaim, the Ramah in Prague. This is part of his commentary in the first parak of Avos, as you can see on your screen, or in the document. You have the second document we sent out yesterday. And we're going into the mimer, which is a pasuk. Ashrecha v'toivlach, Ashrecha b'olam hazeh, tovlach b'olam haba. Now, Baro's bringing a good morning brachas. We'll start from the beginning to get a running start again. And because we want to know, the moral is being analytical in trying to explain to us why it says specifically toiv in reference to olam haba and ashrecha in reference to olam hazeh. So that's what we're out to try and understand. Okay, any volunteers to begin reading? We'll begin at the beginning just to get a running start, as I said.
Mary, you've been reading. You want to continue or should I?
I guess you could. It's fine.
All right. Thank you. Uve perek kama divar brachos. The first perek of brachos. Amar gadol hanina migi kifo yoter miyire shemayim de elu benenu migia kifo kisiv etzlo ashrecha b'tov lach ashrecha ba'olam hazeh v'tov lach l'olam haba. All right, let's take a crack at that. Okay, so in it's in perek comma of brachos. It says great hanine is to rest.
No, hanen, and then I mean he benefits from hana, right? The word is hana.
There's great benefit. And what is migia?
Migia kapo is afraid from the efforts of his handiwork. Kapo is his hands. Kapo is his hands. Migia, efforts of his hands.
There's great benefit from the efforts of his hands, more than for reverence for
right.
That these benefits of his hands are written about ashrecha. We said that meant praiseworthy and good for you, praiseworthy in this world and good for you in the world to come. Ve'elu biyira shemayim kasiv ashrei ish yirei Hashem adkan. And these sorry, good for you in the world to come. And these concerning reverence for heaven. It's written, praiseworthy is the man that reveres Hashem, etc.
So just to recap the Gemara here. Thank you, Lou. Just to make a summary of the Gemara makes a statement. Gadol nene megia kapoy yosmi Yerushalayim. It's greater the one who benefits from his own efforts rather and more than the one who has Yerushalayim. And the Gemara, by juxtaposing the statements based on this pasuk, that's the proof for this statement that says Ashrecha b'toivlach, Ashrecha b'olam haba, b'olam hazeh, v'tovlach l'olam haba. So now he explains. Me'ezet tam. So now it is said. Now,
translating Ashrecha, Rabbi.
I think it's in certain contexts we've said it's fortunate. Other times it's praiseworthy. The morale, if we remember from the two days ago, in the Pierke 6, where we are really, he explained it according as we brought the album as well. Shrecha also means a certain type of steadfastness. His steadfastness.
And in this
this context, I would say either fortunate or praiseworthy.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay, so let's go to the second paragraph here.
I don't think you finished I don't think you finished the first one. You were explaining this Ashrecha phrase.
Right. So we have the phrase Ashrecha b'toivlach, and the explanation of that is Ashrecha b'olam haba. He's fortunate. He's a fortunate person in this world, and tovlach, and it'll be toiv, good for him in the next world. That the Yigia Kapoi is reaping the benefits both in Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba. But the one who is Yir Shemayim Kasiv, Ashrei Ish Yiras Hashem, it says Ashrei, just says Ashrei Ish Yiras Hashem, just says Ashrei, but it doesn't mention anything about either Olam Hazeh or Olam Haba. So there seems to be more of a emphasis on the benefits accrued to a person who is Yigia Kapo more than a person who has Yir Shemayim. So that's what the Gemara's statements is being quoted here by the Maharal.
Wow, this seems to be a huge chiddush.
Yeah, in what way? Go ahead, explain.
Well, I mean, the efforts of a person's hand is our physical things in this physical world, whereas Yiras Shamayim benefits one in this world because it's a guiding. It's going to give him guidance, but also it's a spiritual benefit in the world to come. Usually, we say that the spiritual benefits are much greater than physical benefits. Physical benefits are finite, and spiritual benefits are infinite.
Right, exactly. This statement needs a lot of explanation. You really can't take this statement at face value. Or let's say if you do, you could make a big mistake or many big mistakes.
Yeah.
So that's what the Maharal is gonna spend time explaining to us, his perspective on this statement.
Okay.
Oh. Me'eza, ume'eza tam.
Me'eza tam, and from these reasons,
Or for actually from what? From what reason?
for what reasons? For what reason? Ne'emar b'mi shenene, shenene migia kapo ashrecha ba'olam hazeh v'tov lach l'olam haba. For what reason does it say b'mei is in the day?
In whom? In whom?
In whom?
Meaning, what is the reason it's said about a person who is benefiting from his physical efforts, meaning the handiwork, he's benefiting from his handiwork. So what he's asking, he's asking your question in a little bit of a different way. I mean, what's the reason that the person who benefits from his own handiwork, why is it referred to him as being Ashrecha Bolam Hazev Tov Lach L'Olam Haba?
Okay. What is the reason that we say that someone in whom there is the work of his hands is applicable to this phrase?
Right.
Uperech devar zeh. It says perech or pay. What is this? Pay yud.
The explanation.
What is it?
Here's the explanation.
The explanation. The explanation of this matter. Ki hanene miyagia kapo asher haim maaseh yadav. Because the benefit of the work of his hands, they are the work of his hands.
Like this. Perish is the explanation is as follows. Kia nana negia kapo asher he mais yadav. He who is benefiting from his efforts, which is the activity of his hands, meaning his physical efforts.
Oh, okay, so it's defining magia kapo as maaseh yadav.
Right. He's starting off with that, exactly.
Okay. Vahu asher mistapek bima she notain
Hashem Yisborah.
Hashem Yisbarech, Yeshub Yisbarech, Alav Yadi, I'm sorry, Vidai Lo Bima Shigesh Lo. Let's try that. And he that is in doubt about what?
No, hemistopic means he's not misupik, he's mistapik. Mistapik, he is content.
He who is content with what Hashem gives him, and it's sufficient to him what there is to him. What in other words, what he has, he is satisfied with.
Right, so he's adding a very important element here. When it says Nana Megia Capo, Nana Megia Capo, meaning the word Nana just it means benefit, but it also means that he's Nana, he's getting like a pleasure. He's getting a pleasure from what he's doing through his work, meaning he's satisfied with it, meaning the work that he's doing is satisfying for him. He's supplying he's achieving his needs, and he's satisfied with what Hashem, he's content with what Hashem is giving him through his efforts.
Okay,
And you can have people that they're working, always working, and they're not satisfied. You know, as much as they'll work, as much as they'll earn and accrue, they'll never be satisfied.
right. So
They're not getting benefit from what they're doing.
right, because they're not satisfied with it, even though
Right.
they may say it's beneficial. They may see it as beneficial, but it's not really beneficial.
Right.
Okay, so as opposed to that, somebody who is getting pleasure from what he has, it is beneficial to him.
Right. So that's why it's using the expression nena. He's nena. He's benefiting in a pleasurable way from what he's doing.
Right. Okay. Ki im lo haya mistapek b'ma sheyesh lo haya ne'ene miyagia kapo. Because if he is not content with what he has, then he's not content with the efforts of his hands.
Right. That's very unsatisfactory. And he can't say he's really getting pleasure from the work that he's doing.
Aval kasher hu ne'ene miyagia kapo mistapek biado. I'm sorry, bodai bishalu ve'eno chaser ulechach hu nene miyagia kapo. But when he is benefited by the work of his hands, and content in contentment. What is this word? Bodai?
Bivadai, definitely Bishalo. He's mistapek bivadai Bishalo. He's definitely content with what is his.
He's definitely content. Bishalo, with what he has. The Eno chaser, and it's not decreased, and therefore he is benefited by the work of his hands. Umipnei zeh ne'emar alav ashrecha ba'olam hazeh v'tov lach ba'olam haba. And because of this, it says about him, fortunate is he in this world, and good is it for him in the world to come.
No.
So let's see. So just to summarize that last phrase, but if he gets a pleasurable benefit from the work of his hands, he will definitely be content, and there will be no reduction, and therefore he benefits pleasurably from the work of his hands, and that's and so it is said about him, Ashrek, etc.
Right, Eno Chaser, right? But when a person's getting a pleasurable benefit from his efforts, he's definitely content with what's his, and he's not lacking. Eno Chaser, he's not lacking.
Lacking.
Eno Chaser, he's not lacking.
He's not lacking, and therefore he's benefiting in the proper way.
Right. Therefore, he benefits positively from the work of his effort, the effort of his work.
So what was the answer to the initial question? The initial question was, what is the reason that we say that that the one in whom there is benefit to the work of his hands, Ashrech, etc. What is the reason for that? And what is the reason for that?
That we say, Ashrecha v'tovlach, Ashrecha ba'olam hazeh, and tovlach olam haba. What's the reason that it should be? He should be fortunate or praiseworthy in this world, and it'll be good for him in the next world. What's the reason for a person who's benefiting from his efforts in this world, right? Why should that bring him to such a point that the expression of tovlach and ashrecha is applied to him? So as he explained, since he's nenna, and he's positively, pleasurably benefiting from his efforts. So since he's positively, pleasurably benefiting from his efforts, it must be that he's content with what he has, what Hashem's giving him through his own efforts. And since he's content, he's not lacking anything. And therefore, that's a situation which is ashrecha v'tovlach.
So something is bothering me here. We say that one of the problems with the physical world, physical things, physical acquisitions, is that it's never enough. A person that acquires things, he always wants more. So I guess this is saying that if he overcomes that natural tendency to want more, then he's canceled out that part of the equation, so that the physical is now tantamount to the spiritual.
More or less, that's exactly what's going to be discussed in the next paragraph. obviously you have to have this state of being content. If a person's not going to be content, right? So then he's forever going to be longing for more and more and more.
Right. Right.
So you always have this situation where this is what we touched on a little bit yesterday. You have to make that distinction between what's necessary and what's desired. You have to make a distinction between the necessities which you must fulfill for the plain reason that their necessities which have to be fulfilled, and distinguish from the desires which a person has.
So in other words, if a person is only desiring the necessities, then he can be content with what he has and not fall into the trap of wanting more.
Exactly, right.
Okay. All right.
That's right. Yeah, very good.
Ki le'adam kamo zeh. When a person is like this, me'achar shehu beria shalema be'atzmo kasher mora alav midas has tifkos tifikos.
That's his stopkus. His stopkus is exactly, his stopkus is the characteristic, the midah, the trait of being satisfied, contentment.
He's topkos. Shahu below chesron. Me'achar from afterwards, shahu, that he is healthy, bria, healthy.
That he's a bria. No, bria shalema ba'af. So he's a unique, complete entity. How did we translate that yesterday, Mary? You wrote it down, what we said yesterday on that?
I don't remember. Let me see if I can find it even.
Oh, I see. Bria as in a part of the creation. Shalema,
Entity.
complete, an entity complete in itself, but
Right.
in itself. Okay. Afterwards, that he is an entity complete in itself. That what is Morah?
Moira, that there's indication. Alav. Mora alav. It indicates. It's an indication.
Indication on him that he has the characteristic of satisfaction, that he is without he is not lacking anything. Lechach roy sheyeh lo olam haba b'shlemus. Therefore, it is proper that it be for him, that this world is for him, shlemus, it's a complete.
Right, that Lakach Roy Yelo Olam Ba B'Shleim. It's fitting for him. He should be in the next world in a state of perfection. B'Shlemus, here B'Shlemus means in perfection.
Perfection. It's fitting for him that the world to come will be perfection. The world to come will be perfection, not this world, the world to come. If he's satisfied in this world, then he'll have perfection in the world to come. I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
Uba'olam hazeh gam kain kevan shehu mistapek ba'atzmo ushmach bechelko Hashem Yisborach Messiah lo sheyeh shalem lig marei bivli chesron bivli chesron.
That's right. Mibli Chasoron.
Chesron. And in this world also, since that he is content with himself, what is this word? Ushmach?
With Samach, he's happy. Samach.
Happy, samach. He's happy with his portion, with the portion that Hashem has given him. What is this word, Messiah?
So he's happy, right? He's Samach Bechelko. He's happy with his portion. Hashem is Baruch Messiah Loi. Hashem will help him.
That it should be that he should be complete.
Right, absolutely, should be absolutely complete without any deficit.
Absolutely complete without deficit. Shilem ligamare is absolutely complete. V'yadua ki hamitzios hu olam hazeh v'olam haba. And because v'yadua, and it is known, since he has found this world and the world to come. What is this word, hamitzios?
Here you do existence.
Existence. It is known that his existence is in this world and the world to come.
Let's see, one second. Down a little. But you do a ki hametzias who olam hazeh olam haba. I think it's like this. You do a ki hametzias who olam hazeh. It's known that existence is in both olam hazeh and olam haba.
Existence is in both olam hazeh and olam haba. Umi she nechshav mitzios roy lo olam hazeh the olam haba. excuse me a second. I'm in the middle of reading this.
Okay, tell me your call, tell me when you
He
done.
called?
Yeah,
Okay, great. I've been communicating with him.
want me to talk to you about it as soon as possible. Let me
Okay,
get a break, 10:30?
10:30.
Okay.
Thanks. Sorry, guys.
Um,
We're in the middle of working on that apartment and a lot is happening in the background over here.
Okay.
So let's see, where was I? Umisha nechshav mitzios roy lo olam hazeh ve'olam haba shehem hamitzios. And the one, what is shenechshav?
Who considers?
The one who considers uh the existence, his existence. It's proper for him, this world and the world to come, that he exists in them.
Okay, sorry, but this is a little bit difficult. Let's try it again. When you do a kiametzias hu olam hazeh olam haba, it's known that existence is olam hazeh and olam haba, meaning its existence is correspondingly both in olam hazeh and olam haba, meaning olam haba and olam hazeh are existent. That is existence, the physical existence and the world to come, the spiritual existence, right? So that's existence, right? That's existence. Olam hazeh and olam haba, that is existence. Umishach nikshav mitzias, and a person who is considered to be existing, right? A person who is considered to be existing, roiloi olam hazeh olam haba, shehema mitzias. It's befitting for him, a person who is existing, who truly exists, it's befitting for him olam hazeh and olam haba. It's befitting for him this world and the world to come. Shehema mitzias, which is existence.
Which is existence applies to both or to just Halama Haba?
No, applies to both. Mitzias eno chaser, and that which exists, something which is existing is not chaser.
I'm not really following. It Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba are existence, and therefore they're not lacking.
Meaning, for something to be, right, for something to exist, right? So it can't be like this. This statement needs a little bit of work because we saw. Maybe we need to go back to the first document. Apparently, see, we need to know how the Maharal is using this word mitzias. I'm translating as existence, but I have a feeling he's using it in different contexts.
Yeah.
Meaning, it could be maybe better than existence, really reality. Okay, reality. Let's try reality. When you do a ki hametzias hu olam hazeh olam haba, it's known that the reality is olam hazeh and olam haba. Meaning they are reality. Olam hazeh is a reality, olam haba is a reality, or it could be that together they are both reality. Reality is that is really both of these things.
So maybe we say that if a person is not content with the work of his hands, then this world is not reality.
You go ahead and explain that a little bit better.
So in other words, if a person falls into that trap of always wanting more, never being satisfied, then he falls into the trap of the illusion of this world, which is that the grass is always greener on the other side of the hill. That kind of delusionary existence, which where a person is striving for achievements, which ultimately, well, first of all, ultimately he'll never achieve them. He'll never fulfill them. But secondly, even if he did, he would find that they weren't worth pursuing. He'd find that he's grabbing, and then he's got nothing. It all slips through his fingers. So to that extent, it's not reality. It's just a sham. It's just a fake.
Right.
Whereas if he recognizes that he has certain needs, and Hashem has created a situation where a person has certain needs, those are real. He needs to have a certain amount of food. He needs to have a certain amount of protection from the elements. He needs to be able to sleep a certain amount of hours a day. Basic things that he needs. Those are reality. They're not illusions. If he achieves them, he will, in fact, be happy that he got it. They won't slip through his fingers. They're solid.
Exactly. When he'll have that contentment because he's fulfilled his needs. If he simply if his goal is to fulfill his needs, right, rather than to pursue his pleasures, so if he fulfills his needs, so he's satisfied and he's not lacking anything.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I like that definition, reality, better. It helps a lot.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I'm on the last line of this paragraph. Ki ha chaser hu karov el ha eder sheharei hu chasar shehu hilas ha adar. Okay, this is hard. Because what he is lacking is close to what is this word adar?
This word "ader" is a term that the Maharal uses quite a lot. I want to try and get a good definition for this. It really means like sort of like void. I want to do get a better. There, you have a dictionary. You want to look it up? You want to see what it says for us?
Let me see if I can find it. Olive Daled Resh.
That's
Ayin Daled Resh.
Okay, one sec. Ayin. Hold on. Ayin Daled Resh. Let's see, it's it has two definitions. A verb is to dig, hoe, turn soil, grub, whatever that is. And it looks like the noun is flock, herd, or drove.
No, well, okay, Ader, yeah, that Ader, that's right, but
So maybe I should look up Adar, maybe.
Maybe
The
that's right.
hay. Hold on. A-I-N. A-I-N Daled Resh. Let's see. Hey. Oh, hold it. Hadar is lack or absence.
Absence,
Does
like
that
void,
fit?
right?
Hadar.
Right.
Zachar, it's a masculine noun.
Right. I mean that's
So that's
right.
chaser also, isn't it? Lacking or missing?
Yes. Void or lack.
So he's close to being in a void state of not, of having nothing.
Right. He's in the meaning when a person a cheser, that deficiency is korov el ha'eder. A deficiency is associated with void, with absence, with lacking.
That we see that he is lacking, that he uh hatichlach. What hatichlach?
That from the beginning, from tequila, the beginning. It's the beginning of void.
This is the beginning of the void. Okay, I understand the words, but I don't get the sentence.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Eder, Eder means more generally speaking, Eder means like non-existence.
Ah,
Right? Oh, non-existence. That makes more sense. So in other words, if the more that a person is deficient, that he's lacking in Holam Hazeh, the closer he comes to a state of non-existence.
Right. That's exactly right. Exactly right.
Okay, so that fits in with what we just said before about reality. That he's distancing himself from reality when he is lacking.
That's right.
Nice.
So, right. So the lack of contentment, which is going to cause him to continually feel deficient, is bringing him into a state of almost non-existent, non-reality.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. This is now beginning to make a little sense.
Very
Well,
good.
lefichach, and therefore, I'm sorry, mi shehu mistapek be'atzmo eno chasar. And therefore, the one who uh, um,
He's content. A person who is content with himself.
he's content with himself, he's not lacking anything. Ki zahu geder ha ha his tif kos she'eno chaser. Because this is a offense of of contentment that he is not lacking.
You getter here means also like can be used here in the almost like in the definition. This is the definition of istapkus, contentment, she'enochas, a contentment, a satisfaction, which is not which is with not having any lack, any deficiency.
Ah, this is the definition. Ah, okay. The imkain.
Right, getter. You're right. See the word getter. You're right. It's a fence, but also when you have a definition, when you define something, right, you're defining its limitations. You're defining your
It's boundaries.
pointing. Exactly.
Right. You fence in an area, you've now defined that area.
Correct.
Nice.
That's right. Exactly.
V'im kain hu nechshav mitzios v'roi sheyeh nochal hamitzios shehu olam hazeh v'olam haba. Therefore, what is nechshav?
Is considered. Next time is considered.
Considered mitzios.
This is the word reality. Is considered to be
right. Reality. He is considered. It is considered reality. And it's fitting that it should be what is nochal? Nochal?
that's from the same word as nachala. Nachala is like inheritance. Noichel. He should inherit.
It's considered. It's fitting that he should inherit the reality that is this world and the world to come.
Right. It's Roy Shiel Noichel Hametzias She'olam Hazeh Olam Haba. It's fitting that he should inherit the existence of Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba. So again, the morale's in the middle of an explanation, a greater explanation of why it's Ashrecha v'tovlach, Ashrecha b'olam hazeh, tovlach l'olam haba. And the basic principle here is that there has to be some balance between the needs that a person has and the control of his desires, which extend beyond what he actually needs, and the contentment that a person has if he's truly simply fulfilling his needs, and therefore by the fulfillment of his needs he arrives at a state of satisfaction, which is a beneficial state of existence, which is without any lack, chesron, any deficiencies, because the fact that he's content with what he has through the fulfillment of his basic needs, he's content, and therefore that contentment is a perfection, which is a reality both in this world and in the next world. That contentment is a reality Both an Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba. Okay, very good. I think this is a good place to stop.
Yeah, this is very.
Yeah, yeshikoach, Lou.
Yeah, thank you, Lou. Very good.
Here.
Very
Thank you,
Very
nice.
good.
Rabbi.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, good. We'll continue this tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.
okay.
All
You
right.
both have a good Rosh Chodesh.
Chodesh Tov, yes.
Chodesh Tov. Thank you very much.
Quite welcome. Hope to see you both tomorrow. Be well.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.